Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Spice and Wolf episode number 11 reaction. Okay, the previous episode we were in trouble. Obviously Lawrence and Hollow, the whole situation is going against Lawrence, the debt and how he is supposed to be paying them back within I think like 2 days. So he kind of lashed out at Hollow, so he apologized to Hollow, and Hollow was like, you're too good natured, you should blame me more because I was the one who insisted on going with you. If I wasn't there with you, maybe other people would have given you money, lended you money. Anyways, they kind of talk about it, and like everything is okay there. And later on, Hollow comes up with a plan. So basically the plan is to involve that guy, the guy who is supposed to pay the money back, involve that guy into like smuggling gold in to this place. And he also needs money because of the loss. So basically we went and talked to him. At first he was kind of like, oh no, this and that, but then by the end of it he realized that this will also help him out. So he was like, okay, I'm going to give you the amount of monetary help to buy that gold. And then obviously we'll smuggle it in here, and then after we get the profit, we'll Lawrence will pay back all his debt and he'll get his profit. So basically that is the plan. At that he'll help us out, and he'll also let the 2 days that they're supposed to Lawrence was supposed to clear the debt, he's also going to increase that 2 days. Later we have a conversation with Nora, and Nora will be our main player here. She will take us to that place, I forgot the name, and we'll get the gold from there. It's not connected to this place, to Ruinhagen, and the money required to get gold over there will be a lot lesser, so we'll be able to make the maximum profit. We'll go there, and smuggle the gold in using sheet. We'll stick it on the back side of the belly side of the sheet. And in the end, Nora at first was not really sure about it, but by the end of it she gets convinced, because obviously she needs money as well, and she knows that the people in the church are not good people, and they just want to get rid of her. So so that's the whole plan. So let's see how this goes, whether it goes as smoothly as we think. So yeah, let's get started. So yeah, I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, here we go. Hmm. Who's okay? Okay, so he knows what we're doing. Hmm. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Wolves, Forest of Wolves, and Frigid Rain. Okay, listen to her. She knows more about. Oh god. Yeah. Yeah. Just listen to her. Like exactly. Like she's an expert here. Mm. Dangerous forest. Mm. Damn. Like cliffs and mountains. Right. I I doubt we'll have problem with old wolves because we literally have Hollow with us. Or maybe I don't know. You know what? Let's see. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, whoa, what? Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, is something the matter? Oh, okay. I was wondering. I literally said this before that I feel like the dog will realize. Like, he knows that he's. Okay, I'll talk about it later. I don't think so. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Lamtra. Oh, yeah, that's the name. Hmm. Whoa. Is she asleep? What's... uh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wolves? Wolves? Yeah, wolves. Oh no. Oh no. He was like, God damn, I just went to sleep. Oh. Okay, yeah, fire will help because wild animals are afraid of fire. God damn, they were waiting for the night to come in. Oh, she won't like it. I'm guessing this is used to deter wolves. That's why Hollow was kind of. Are they gone? Hmm. Right. Really? Oh no. Yeah. Okay. Stop trying to scare him. Half serious? What? Oh God, what is happening? Right. What is the middle of the road? There's one tree. Okay. Oh, over here. Oh, nice. Okay. Right. I guess we have to come back as well. You know, that'll be dangerous as well. Ah. Yeah. That was she literally jumped up from the sleep. Yeah. That. Oh God. Yeah. Wow. Right. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Wow. Right. Yeah. Oh, she. It's true. I guess she's a wolf. Oh my God. You're very close, but it's actually the reverse. Yeah. Well, unchanging. Wow. This girl. Almost crazy. Her double meaninged words. Yeah. Oh. Mm. Yeah. Is it? Is everything okay? Nice. All right. Now we need to stick them at the belly of the sheep. I'm guessing. Oh, feed them. What? Oh, I thought we were stick. Okay, never mind. Yeah, yeah, that's better. Oh no. Oh my God, this is not good. Oh God. Oh my God, they're chasing them. Oh God. Yeah, you have to protect the sheep. They'll jump. I was wondering, I was like, oh god. Oh. Run, yeah. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Long formation. Yeah, true. They cannot really, you know. Oh god, there's too many of them. I don't think they'll do anything to Lawrence because Hollow's there. But yeah, they won't do anything. Run, yeah, better get out of here. Yeah, yeah. Whoa, what the? Oh my god, are they? Wait, what? Oh, Hollow did say there's something else besides the wolf. What was that? Oh my god. Not the sheep? What? What? How is that a wolf? That looks like a monster. Chief stubbornness. That's why she said like it should like separate from me as well. Mm, yeah, okay. I don't think Lawrence will leave. Oh, okay. Oh, the. Alright. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, death. I guess, like, but you don't even be that vocal. He's like, damn, I need to survive this. He's like, yeah, man. Like, Oh. Oh, his. Okay, is he gonna? Yeah, obviously he's gonna wait. Like, I was thinking, like, Hollow said that he shouldn't be close to me, but. God damn, that's a big wolf. Yeah, he's waiting. God, and it's still raining. God damn. Wait, what the? Wait, who? Who are these people? They're from Ruin Highland. Oh, the. Well, yeah. Wait a minute, I don't trust these people. They seem suspicious. Oh my god, they seem suspicious. Oh no. Yeah. Yo! I knew it. I was like, these look suspicious. Like, guys look suspicious. Who are they? Bandits or something? Oh, they're insurance. Oh my god. These guys. Wait, so they betrayed us. Okay. What? Whoa. Oh my god. Ah. Yeah, you think you can do that? Oh, they're talking about Nora. I see. Okay, okay. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to face a terrible end. Oh, he's. I'm guessing this will attract Hollow here. He's bleeding. I think he himself did it deliberately. Or did he? I don't know. I think. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Oh god. Yeah, Hollow's gonna come. I think. Or no, maybe not. I don't know. Like the blood will probably bring her here. I think they're gonna end it here. Oh my god. What an absolute bad place to end the episode. What the hell? Okay, that is it. And that was today's episode. So basically, today's episode was them going to Lamtra, and obviously the plan is in progress. They went there, took the gold, and I guess they fed them, excuse me, to the sheeps, and that is how they were obviously planning on coming back. But the rain started falling, and yeah, we encountered a few wolves. Not only a few wolves, but a big one. So like Hollow had to stay behind. But this part I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting, like, so from those guys were there. They were hired by Remerio, I'm guessing. So he betrayed us. So I'm guessing he was planning this from the very beginning, like to let us go and bring in the gold, and on the way probably take us out and get the gold himself, and use it. Okay, so that was his plan. Okay, now, goddamn, like, what can I say? Like, yeah, like he obviously, like, now he has to pay the price. I feel like like at first I was like, I think like literally in the previous episode I was like, oh, like he's also in a troublesome situation. So if this whole thing succeeds, then he'll also, like, get, like he'll also have will be able to turn his situation into a positive thing, and stuff like that. But now, like, he tried to screw us over. So I feel like he definitely deserves, like, what's going to come to him. I don't know, like, what's going to happen, but I'm sure some definitely, like, he's going to get what he deserves. Don't know exactly how, but yeah. Either way, I just like, it's just I wasn't expecting suddenly them just turning on them like this, and yeah. So that's what's going on. Okay, a few things I need to talk about here. Um, First of all, Enoch, that is the dog, knows that Hollow is a wolf. I think I mentioned this in the very first episode where we saw, like, Nora. I was like, I think the dog probably knows, because it's a dog. The job of, especially like these type of dogs, are keeping the wolves away. So if Hollow's a wolf, I'm sure he would know, or he would at least like figure out that she's a wolf, and would realize or get that feeling. So I was like, yeah, I feel like the dog probably knows. But I didn't really think much of it, because like, they didn't bring that up. But today's episode they brought it up, and they were like, and Hollow was like, yeah, Enoch probably knows that I'm a wolf. And it makes sense, and I'm guessing, like, Enoch, the reason why Enoch isn't really saying anything, is probably because he thinks, or he realizes, that this person, even though I get the same feeling from this person as a wolf, this person is with us. So he's just keeping an eye on Hollow, just in case she tries to do something. Then only he'll retaliate. Otherwise, he won't. Like, obviously, it's very smart. Like, obviously, it's like, Enoch is like a like a guard dog. Obviously, he will be smart. It's very smart, because he knows that, or he understands that even though I get the same feeling as wolves from this person, he's with us. He knows that, and he knows that he shouldn't do anything now, because he's like, Hollow is not really doing anything. But let me just keep an eye on her, just in case she tries to act smart. That kind of thing. So she, like, she's like always keeping an eye on Hollow, like, like giving the side eye towards Hollow, keeping an eye throughout the whole journey. That is why. So yeah, that's interesting. So right. A few other things. For example, Nora also didn't really realize what's going on with Hollow. She thought that Hollow's a shepherd. That is why she was like, oh, like, are you like a shepherd or something? Which just makes sense, and obviously, looking at Hollow, who would say that she's a wolf? The next obvious thing is that if she's a shepherd, because she immediately, at the previous night, she immediately woke up when the wolves came in. So Nora thought, like, oh, maybe she's like a shepherd or something. That kind of thing. I love how that whole part was pretty hilarious, because Hollow talks about like like wolves and rabbits and all that. Like every single episode, I just realize how smart Hollow is, and how her name does her justice. She is the wise wolf. She's so I don't know how to say that. She's extremely cunning, smart, and like very clever. The way she like and especially in these type of situations where she jokes around, like you can see how smart she is by the like the by the way she jokes around with different stuff. For example, today's episode, at first she was like, oh, like like, and I'm traveling with like a man, like me alone woman is traveling with him, like obviously, they're like like I know about wolves, and at first it seemed like she was implying that Lawrence was the wolf and she was the rabbit, but later on we realized she was actually talking about the reverse. She was talking about Lawrence being the rabbit and her being the wolf, which is pretty damn true because she is a wolf, she is a wolf, like literally. And obviously Nora didn't realize that. Nora thought the opposite, obviously. But to us who knows that she's the wolf, her double meaning joke really was pretty damn smart. It was the way she kind of like did like said that. I like it's hilarious how she makes up all these like witty jokes in such a crazy way. I don't know, I really love her sense of humor. It's absolutely amazing. I don't think I've ever met a like character like this before in any other anime, who like makes these type of like witty jokes in such a like like a smooth way. This is not the first time. I remember in one of the previous episodes as well, like Hollow did another one of these witty jokes, which which made me like chuckle quite a lot. It's not really like like bursting out into laughter type of joke, but it's a very like like good, funny, and like joke which makes you chuckle. And you're like, damn, that's smart. The way she says that. Anyways, like I really love that whole aspect of Hollow. Like she just right. So yeah, that was that. And after that, the other thing that I wanted to talk about is the fact that like Hollow said that there is something other than a wolf here, and obviously there were wolves there as well, but there was a big one. Now I'm not really sure how you explain such an entity. Like, what is that thing? Is that even a wolf at this point? It's a big one. I have never seen a wolf that big. What is that thing? So I do wonder if they'll explain that to us. Because obviously in this world we like we literally have like Hollow, who's like the wolf like deity or whatever. We literally have creatures like this. So I do wonder if this creature is also something similar to Hollow, maybe. Not really sure. But obviously the fact that the wolf is so damn big, like it's like this big. Like I don't know how big, but it's like huge. So in no way is that a normal wolf. Like wolves don't grow that big, or do they? I don't know. I'm not really sure. But like I do wonder if there's like a proper explanation that properly explain what that thing is, and what like how did that thing grow that big. That kind of thing. Either way, she calls the wolf obviously young because compared to her, obviously this wolf is younger. And it was funny how she said like you guys have a saying that young one these days. Similar situation here. So yeah, like, and I need to teach this young one a lesson. Because as she says, they're not really targeting the sheeps or anything. They're just doing this for pride and stuff, and that kind of makes sense because if you remember, Nora kind of said before that these wolves just look at us. They don't do anything. They just dare surround us and just keep an eye on us. They don't howl or do anything like that or ever try to attack us. And that is why it makes sense, because Hollow literally said later that they're just doing this for pride, like a cheap sense of pride. They're not really doing it to hunt the sheep or anything. They're just harassing people for no reason, probably to feel better about themselves. And that's what she was saying. So yeah, and there you go. I don't know where I've heard, but this is another thing I've heard. I don't know which show it was, or which was it some kind of an anime, some kind of a TV show. I'm not really sure, but I remember reading that they say like wolves observe. They just like constantly. Which show was it? Like I remember there was a show where they kind of explained how wolves like day and night observe like their prey, and they keep observing unless and until they're sure about the fact that they can do something, and that's why they call wolves extremely intelligent, because they they'll keep observing unless and until they find a proper opportunity. And that is how I've heard, wolves, wolves in packs are even stronger than certain carnivorous animals like lions or tigers. Sometimes, if like wolves in packs, like they have extreme immunity, extremely smart, they keep observing unless and until they get like a chance, and then they pounce on the thing. I don't know which show, where it was, but I've heard this somewhere. I haven't forgotten it, but I've forgotten where I've heard this from. Either way, but yeah, it's kind of like, that's how it goes here. And all that aside, the final section was basically these guys come in, and at first I was like, oh, they're probably like the Remedio sent them to, so that they can like help us out or something. Oh my God, no! He sent them to kill Lawrence, or some, not kill, but to tie him and like throw him into the woods. Like basically the same as killing. Like throwing him into the like woods full of wolves. Now I'm not really sure, like if there's, I feel like there's a bigger significance between because his lips are bleeding. You can see the blood is dripping. I feel like that has a bigger significance, because that'll probably, I don't know, make Hollow sense him, because like Hollow is like a wolf. She'll probably smell the blood, and since it is Lawrence's blood, I feel like she'll probably realize that, or I don't know. So I'm not really sure if that's just him bleeding, or if there's a bigger significance between that, because of that. Another thing these guys were saying is, I kind of misunderstood at the beginning. They were talking about like probably killing off Nora. I thought they were talking about Hollow. I was like, oh, like obviously you guys cannot do that. But then I realized like they think that Hollow has died, because I guess that's how Lawrence kind of said it in a way. He didn't really directly say it, but he kind of like So they thought that, oh, Hollow has died. So the person that they were talking about were Nora, actually. So they were probably trying to, I don't know, like probably like kill Nora here as well, as I'm guessing they were planning. But one of the guys were like, oh, I wouldn't bet on that. That girl is crazy. Like I feel like if you leave her blindfolded, hands tied in this forest, she'll still end up surviving somehow. And he was like, I don't trust that. I don't want to go anywhere near her. Something like that. He was saying. So yeah. Now I'm pretty sure these guys will get what they deserve. Like it's actually so disgusting, because at first they were like, oh, we have no choice, this and that, but then they start acting like psychopaths. They're like they're extremely, what can I say, like full of themselves, and yeah, these guys, if they genuinely were people who had no choice but to do something like this, because they were probably hired by Remedio and they were being threatened or something, so they had to do it, maybe I would have been like, what, they're also kind of a victim. But that wouldn't obviously that wouldn't obviously cancel what they're doing now, the bad thing that they're doing now. That wouldn't absolve that, obviously. But still, I would have had a little bit of sympathy and being like, oh no, they're also hand tied. But no, these guys seem like psychopaths. At first they were talking about how they're like they have no other choice, and then they start kicking him and hitting him, and then they're like, oh, let's throw him into the wood. Nah, man, these guys actually need to pay for what they did. Just like how what was his name? I forgot his name. Yare. Yare's situation was a lot different though for this. Like Yare's situation, Yare, I feel like these guys are worse than that. Like Yare, I wouldn't even call Yare bad, because Yare's situation was a bit different. He was he gave Lawrence the chance to back off and all that. So in that sense, I guess you could say like, yeah, Yare was obviously way better, but these guys are just just like how Hollow's scared of Yare. I hope something similar happens to these guys as well. I don't know, maybe scare them so much that they get PTSD or something, and they'll never forget this day. It'll come to haunt them in their dreams every single night. That'll be good. Because yeah, these guys have no remorse. You can literally see that. They're crazy. And not only that, oh my god, Remerio also needs like, because as far as I realized from today's episode, Remerio is the one who told them to do this, didn't he? So he also needs to pay. Like, how dare you? Like, we're putting our lives on the line. You are just doing this, like, like tomfoolery here. Like, yeah, this is how you. Anyways, alright. You know what? Let's wait and see what happens in the next episode. Right. Okay, so yeah, that was today's episode. Now let me talk about this episode, scene by scene. In the very first scene, we get to see Lawrence, Hollow, this new guy, I don't know his name, whatever, I know, and Nora. I feel like this guy's also in on it, isn't he? He's also part of the Remerio trading, so he should know what Remerio was planning, I'm guessing. Yeah, I think so. Now that I think about it, he probably knew that this was a plan at the end. Okay, anyways, so like they meet up and Nora comes in and they're like, all right, let's go. They start on the journey, and yeah, now while they were moving, like on the journey, it was like evening, and Nora's like, let's stop here, and this guy was like, oh no, you should, we should keep moving forward, like just as long as we have time, we should do it. At which Hollow's like, oh, then you go ahead, like you're not listening to her. She's supposed to be the person who we are supposed to listen to, because she's the expert here. She's the shepherd. If you try to act smart, you can go and try to act smart on your own. Like, go ahead. There's wolves waiting for you. Probably they'll have a good dinner today. And in the end, he was like, okay, I'm sorry. And and he's like, oh, the nerves. Like, because we have to do something like this. It's the nerves. Either way, like they stay that night over there, and then at the morning they start their journey again. Okay, so here, now that they have gotten inside the forest, everyone's obviously very alerted, like they're going very slowly, and Lawrence and Hollow tells Lawrence that, oh, we've been surrounded, at which Lawrence is like, wait, what? And she's like, what would you say if something like that happens? And she says, like, if something like that happens, I can guarantee your safety. I don't know about the others. Now here this is a time when Hollow says, like, but I don't think we have to worry about anything, because the girl is very talented, her dog is very talented as well. She says, like, the dog has already realized who I am. And she says, like, he has been keeping an eye on me since the moment we met. Yeah. His eyes clearly convey the intention, if you lay your hands on the sheep, I'll tear your throat. That's why he's just keeping an eye on her. Right, and here Lawrence talks about how if this thing fails, Nora will be the most in trouble, and she won't be able to, withstand whatever happens. Either way, Hall says then you need to, like, keep her safe, this and that. Yeah, so at night time, you can see the guy goes to sleep. Lawrence is sitting down, Hollow's sleeping on Lawrence's lap. And over there, Enoch is there with Nora. While, like they were sitting beside the fire, Hollow suddenly wakes up. And she's like, oh, they're here. And immediately, you can see Enoch also jumps up. Nora realizes what's going on. They all get ready. So, obviously, like, these are, like, all just complete, like, she knows what to do in these type of situations. So the first thing she does is goes and wakes up that guy. He's like, wake up. And then she goes and throws a little bit more wood into the fire to increase the fire, because obviously fire, wild animals are afraid of fire. So, like, she does that, and then she, like, I think, like, she, like, kind of, like, makes the wool, like, sheep's gather. Does she make the sheep's gather, or I don't know? But, like, Enoch is ready, and then she takes out the horn, whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. And now here you can see Hollow, when she sees the horn, she kind of closes her eyes and kind of, like, moves away her head from that direction. I'm guessing because she's a wolf, she also, like, I'm guessing that noise that from the horn is probably a very unpleasant noise for wolves. That's why they keep away. That's why Hollow did that at that moment, because she knew what was coming. Her being a wolf as well, she probably wasn't also a big fan of that noise. So anyways, so yeah, after that, guess the wolves didn't really do anything, just scattered around and went away. And there Lawrence is like, are the wolves gone? At which Nora says like, don't know if they're gone or not, but at least they're not targeting us anymore. Right. And she says like, like it's a bit weird because this happens all the time I come here. These wolves just look at us, they observe us, they don't howl, they don't do anything. It's very strange. And like I said, as we get to know this later on, why they're actually doing it, as because Hollow explains later that they're not really doing it for food, they're doing it for pride. That's why they just keep an eye on you. Okay, so Hollow here kind of like makes fun, like not fun, but kind of jokes around about like monsters born from corpses of travelers. The other guy gets scared, Either way, that's that. Next morning, they're again on their way towards Lamtra, and then they reach Lamtra. They go past the forest, and yeah. So the guy's like, all right, let me go and take care of the gold. He goes in, while here Hollow, Lawrence, and Nora are sitting, and Enoch as well as sitting. So here's where the conversation begins. Nora asks Hollow, "Are you a shepherd?" You very weirdly, you immediately realized. And she's like, "Oh no, obviously not." Hollow says like, to begin with, the men with us are too undependable. So, don't you agree? At which she's like, come on, tell me, you don't have to hold back, speak to me. And she kind of tells something to Hollow, and Hollow starts laughing, don't know what she said. And then Lawrence is like, God damn it, they're having fun at my expense. And then this, like I said, this part is hilarious, because wait, where's that part? Just a minute. Wait, there's another part that I really liked. Oh, that happens later. Like, there's two parts in this whole conversation I really like. Like I said, I really like the witty way she kind of twists stuff around and just like jokes around. The first one was obviously, like I said, her talking about wolf and the rabbit. So basically, okay, here we go. To begin with, I am traveling alone with a man. It is strange to even ask whether or not I'm knowledgeable about wolves. And she says, what do you mean? And Hollow says, a wolf appears every night. After all, such a cute rabbit is sitting right before it. You know what's hilarious? I also thought she was talking about Lawrence. We realized later she was talking about herself. Which kind of makes sense because she's the wolf here. And I'm pretty sure Nora also thought that she was talking about Lawrence. Okay, she says that how can a rabbit that is hunted by a wolf every night not know about wolves? Okay, she kind of implies it to be her to be the rabbit, but obviously she was not. She was actually like reversing the whole thing. And Nora kind of backs off, and then she starts laughing, and she says, well, he's more like the rabbit in our situation. Here you go. I do not care for him. If I do not care for him, he will die of loneliness. And she's like, that is why I noticed the wolves. And that is when Nora says like, oh, I thought you were a shepherd, because Enoch is always looking at you. I thought you were like a shepherd or something, and you knew about the wolves as well. Okay, and Hollow says here is again, like, this part is also very funny because, like I said, again, her double meanings. She says, that is easy to understand. He must be smitten by me. And Nora's like, huh? You mean Enoch is? And she says, it is because you treasure him so dearly. He probably thinks your affection for him is unchanging. That is why he occasionally grows greedy and flirts with others. Obviously, she was talking about Lawrence here. It's pretty obvious. You must sometimes show your cold side to a man. That is how to keep him in line. And Nora's like, if I will do as you say, she cheats on me again. However, I want to praise him as much as I can right now. Whether this job is a success or failure, yeah, okay, all that stuff. Right. So, and Hall's like, exactly as I have said. Yeah, because, oh no, wait. Nora says that either way, I will quit being a shepherd, even if this succeeds or it not. It doesn't. Now here, Hollow says like, oh, you see, I said that, and if you remember, Lawrence was pretty concerned about the fact that he's actually ruining the chances of Nora to keep being a shepherd, or something like that. So that is why Hollow says, like, you see, like, like she would have quit either way. It doesn't matter, like, so yeah, you don't have to feel bad about it, or think too much about it, because in the previous episode, like, you can see that Lawrence was kind of feeling guilty about the whole situation. Either way, so that was that. Like I said, I really love this section because Hollow's like witty conversation and dialogues are just so fun to hear. Then we have the next scene, we get to see the guy comes back with the gold. So he's like, all right. So wait, didn't they say they're going to stick it in the belly of the wolves? Like they say that. Where's that part where he says like, let's feed these to the sheep? As you can see, okay. Now we just need to bring this back. Let us find a suitable time to feed them the nuggets and pass to the city. So, okay, so they'll feed them to. Okay. Right. I was thinking they're going to stick it in the belly and the wool would cover it. So, they can. Okay, so they're just going to feed them the nuggets. I guess they're small little nuggets, I guess. Oh my god, that means they'll pass it through there. They'll probably excrete it out, and then they'll need to find it out from that excretion, because obviously it's gold, it'll not get digested, it'll just be there. So they'll probably excrete that out the next day or something, and they'll have to like go through the excrement to find out the thing. Okay. Anyways, right. So after that, Hollow realizes like a rain is going to come, and then the next scene we get to see they're running away from the wolves. They're going fast, and you can see Nora's very in a very well manner. She's kind of controlling the wolf. Controlling Enoch and the sheep as well. And Hollow says that. Hollow says like she's very talented. The way she's kind of doing this, and she kind of says like usually what wolves do is like surround you, but she's doing everything so that doesn't happen. She's controlling Enoch so well that the wolves are not able to surround them. Also, the fact that this place is like a narrow kind of like a passage, the wolves cannot surround them. So but still, she's only one person. Enoch is also only one person. To do all of that at the same time is still a big job. So while all of this is happening, Hollow and Lawrence get surrounded by a few of the wolves, and Nora was like, oh my god, but before she could do anything, what's her name? Hollow, in her wolf kind of thing, presence, she says like, oh, you guys leave, and they get afraid and they leave immediately. Anyways, Hollow, this is where Hollow says like, there's like this saying you humans say, young ones these days. It's a similar situation like this. There's a young wolf here who is very prideful, and this pride is making him do stuff like this. It's just like cheap pride. That is why he's just like acting smart with all of us. He's not doing it for food or anything like that. So yeah, there you go. Here we go. The target is not the sheep. Here we go. Right, and we see that big wolf coming. Here we go. Cheap stubbornness, crude pride. They're things that young ones hold dear. And there you go. And Hollow's like, I need to go and teach them a lesson. And she says like, you tell those guys to go forward. You go away as well. Like keep a distance. If you're with me, obviously I won't be able to do anything. So like, yeah, so she's like, go ahead. Here we go. You should get away from me as well. It will be troublesome for me if you are too close. You understand, do you not? Right. Okay. So over there, like, Lawrence and Hollow's like, go ahead, guys. Like, yeah. At first, Nora was didn't really like it, but in the end, she had to go. And then Hollow says this, and yeah. And when she says that, like, you also stay away. Um, Lawrence says, I won't forgive you if you lose. She laughs and she says, if you are a handsome male, I would kiss you at this moment. Right. And she drops down and she's like, all right, gives the cover to him back. And she's like, keep this with you. I'll be back. And she goes forward. And Lawrence, you can see that Lawrence is very, like, not happy about this situation, because in his head, he's like, I'm literally of no use. I cannot do anything in this type of situation to help her out. Either way, yeah. So, but he doesn't really leave. He kind of goes a little bit forward and stays behind, makes like a fire and starts drying himself, while Hollow goes off to deal with that big wolf. And while all of this is happening, over there, Nora is always like, kind of turning back, looking, and at which that guy is like, oh, they're dead. Like, let's at least make sure that their sacrifice didn't go in vain. At which Nora's like, what the hell are you talking about? And he's like, oh, sorry, I shouldn't have said it like that. But like, at least let's not make their effort worthless. Come on, let's go. So they keep moving forward. Now, like I said, I'm not really sure if this guy actually knew what was going to happen, because he's also part of the, the what was the name of the guy? I forgot his name. Like, he was also sent by him. So I'm guessing he knows that a few people will come later on who are supposed to, like, who are supposed to kill Lawrence and Hollow, or something like that. Because those guys who were waiting, I'm sure he knew about that as well. Or I'm not really sure if he knew about it or if he didn't, or if he's at the dark. Either way, they leave, and you can see, while Lawrence is waiting, 3 people on horse comes in, and Lawrence is like, kind of like, oh, he thought that it was Hollow, but then he comes and realizes, and they yeah, they introduce themselves as, okay, thank goodness you're safe. We couldn't stand by after hearing the situation from Mr. Liebert. Yeah, we were just on standby outside the forest in case. So yeah, they are like, oh, where are you? Things, where is your companion? This and that, they're asking. Now, at first I didn't realize, but the way they were kind of speaking with each other in hushed tones, I was like, okay, these guys are suspicious. And at first, like, I thought, like, maybe they're like, bandits or something. But then obviously, like, it's pretty obvious. They said that, like, they were sent by him. So he actually planned on them betraying Lawrence, and taking everything for themselves. Here we go. Remedio Trading is betraying us when they, like, bring out their actual intentions. And he's like, oh, it is for insurance. We're teetering at the edge of a cliff ourselves. We need to eliminate all the dangers we can. There you go. So that's literally the reasoning. And they're like, oh, since the lady is dead with you, we won't feel bad about, like that, And yeah, like I said, these guys, they act as if like they have no choice. But the way they were speaking about the whole situation and making light of the situation, yeah, they're psychopaths. They deserve no mercy, in my opinion. Okay, so, and this guy says, it depresses me to think of what we have to do. She's a woman after all. Yeah, and Lawrence kind of like lashes out. So I'm guessing they were talking about Nora here, not Hollow, because they think Hollow's dead. So they start hitting him, and in the end, Yeah, they're like, why don't we tie up the girl and leave her behind like this too? At which one of them are like, oh no, like that girl is crazy, you know, we like I feel like even if we blindfold her, tie her hands and throw her to the forest, she'll still somehow survive. I don't know. Uh, Anyways, they leave Lawrence over here. They think like, oh, Lawrence will become wolf food, while they go away on the horses. And you know, you can see Lawrence's mouth is bleeding. Like I said, I don't know if that blood will become like the reason why Hollow probably will come here and find Lawrence, or I don't know what's going to happen, or you know, like I don't even know what's like, you know, like Lawrence, how Lawrence is going to deal with, not Lawrence, sorry, Hollow is going to deal with that big wolf. You know, so next episode will probably show us all of those things. So let's wait and see. Yeah. So yeah, that was it. That was today's episode number 11 of Spice and Wolf. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Spice and Wolf. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.